before I get into this topic, this video, this whatchamacallit, which is a doozy, believe me, I do want to remind you guys that I'm currently doing a free iPad and Apple Pencil giveaway during the month of October. I am very fortunate to be in the position I currently am in right now, and I am so lucky to have so many people supporting me by watching my videos, buying my art, and just being here generally in a vague sense of the term, because we're not all together, but we're on the same internet page. I mean, even though YouTube barely monetizes my library, the fact that you guys just watch my videos alone and continue to come back to this channel, it allows me to get sponsorships and sell my work in a way that I wouldn't be able to otherwise, which it's crazy. It's never lost on me how crazy this is, truly. No one, not a singular person in the whole wide world deserves the amount of support that I feel like I have been given, and I am entirely uncomfortable with it. Like, there's nothing as uncomfortable as me being supported this way, which is why I try to use my platform to lift other voices up who I think deserve it more, like Less Than a Home or Jurin, who is a YouTuber whose live stream we rated the other day, and we got from 36 subscribers all the way up to 200 plus. You guys allow me to help other people raise their voices in a way that I would never be able to do by myself, and I personally love that. That's my favorite part of this channel. And so, in response, I want to do what I can to give back to the very people who are giving me things to begin with, giving me all the support and love that I'm uncomfortable with, which is you guys. Because without you guys, I would just be yelling into the void. You guys have been so very epic with all the entries and all the support, but I am not announcing the winner until October 31st, All Hallows Eve, so I wanted to make sure that absolutely everyone has the opportunity to apply and enter for a chance to win what I think is the best tool for digital art. And also, it's really good for playing Among Us. Yes, I play Among Us on my iPad, and I refuse to be bullied for it. And if you win the giveaway, you could potentially play with me. It'll be really fun. I play a lot on my Discord. So if you're interested in getting a brand new iPad and a brand new Apple Pencil sent to you completely free, all you have to do is 1, subscribe to this channel and follow my Instagram and Twitter, which will all be linked below. 2, leave a comment on this video letting me know what your Instagram and Twitter handles are, seeing as I will have to find you to DM you to let you know you have one. And 3, tweet out using hashtag CreepshowArt iPad giveaway saying you've entered. And once you've done all those things, you are officially welcome into the giveaway and you have the potential to win both of those prizes. Again, guys, I cannot thank you enough times over. It will never sound right or honest, but without this channel, I wouldn't have met some of my favorite people. I wouldn't have been able to move into the apartment I'm in now, and I wouldn't be able to move out of this apartment into potentially a home. So I wouldn't be able to do half the things that I'm currently doing, and I can't thank you enough for it. And I don't know, it's just very weird to think, because I literally wouldn't be friends with Julia without this channel, and she's fantastic, and that's a whole thing, and I could cry. But seriously, for real, thank you. And now with that out of the way, let's talk about this Instagram post that I have been sent about 100 times, and every Twitter post that I've been sent that says that MAPS, aka minor attracted persons, are now going by a new acronym and using a very specific emoji as a code to cipher to identify each other on social media, because that is what the world needs. A way for people who are willing to admit that about themselves to be able to find each other and talk about that shared interest, which again is being attracted to minors. I hate it here. I truly do. By the way, do you realize how ridiculous that sentence I was just bullied into saying was? Like, these internet dudes and dudettes are coming up with secret codes to identify themselves on platforms. A code to identify themselves to themselves and allies. A secret, nondescript code so us normies can't tell. Most people who do things day to day don't live every day like they're Indiana Jones or like they're Nick Cage in National Treasure. No one out here is looking for codes to see if there's really a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence, or if there's a secret cave under Mount Rushmore, which I totally realize is from a different movie and not National Treasure. So the idea that these people, these maps, these predators are spending their days thinking of new anagrams and codes to identify each other is just so foreign and so strange. These people really think that they are in codename Kids Next Door, even though in reality they are just trying to validate their creepy behavior with cute code words and cute identifiers so they can collaborate and talk about each other. And it's gross. It's gross. That's not cool. The first time I was made aware of this, quote, rebranding of sorts, unquote, was when a lot of you guys sent me this post on Instagram, which was posted by Pink Puncturing Bag. Also, don't send hate to them. Don't send anything to them. It's neutral. This post has been posted so many different times. This just happened to be the one I was sent over and over. The post itself says that maps have coined a new term to call themselves, and then shows a post from Tumblr that says the exact same thing, which says the term is P.E.A.R, or P-E.A.R, which stands for Pro-Expression, Anti-Repression, and that the term was coined by a well-known predator named Forlung. In response to the post showcased on the Tumblr blog, someone replies that maps, or I guess P.E.A.R pairs now are using the code P.E.A.R and the P.E.A.R emoji with the acronym to identify each other on other sites like Twitter and Tumblr. To validate these claims, they show a screenshot that is the account they talked about before, being Forlung, posting a simple pair with people responding it with their own pairs, and a couple accounts who have the icon and the acronym showing the pair. Now, I was sent this post so many times, and my first response was, holy mother friggin' grape juice. They are rebranding again, which makes sense because they are small-brained potential criminals who don't want to be associated with the crimes they want to commit, but still want to openly talk about it and make it a part of their identity, which is incredibly, like I said, small-brained of them. But I mean, if they want to tell the public that they want to commit these crimes and let us know that they are super gross, that is their right. I'm not going to stop them. I am going to point them out and say, nobody talked to this person because they're willing to admit that about themselves, and that's gross. I saw this post, I saw the screenshots, I saw all the other posts that came after this saying the same thing that I was also tagged on, and I saw their cold, hard, corpse-like facts, and I immediately was sold on the concept that these individuals, these maps, were rebranding, since they had done it before. These guys are the ones who try to make pedophiles cute or sound cute and rebrand it into something else and be like, oh no, we're not pedophiles, we're maps. So obviously this wasn't beneath them. But then something happened. Something happened that happens when I try to research most videos, and I looked for proof, and I found that there is none. Let me repeat that again. From what I have found, there is quite literally, other than call-out posts saying that this is a thing, there is no one using the P.E.A.R, pro-expression anti-repression acronym, with the P.E.A.R emoji in the way it's being talked about here. I'm not kidding. Your girl spent hours looking for this. Hours on Twitter, hours on Google's, hours just going through various profiles that have pairs in their names and pairs in their descriptions, a little emoji. And when I tell you, I couldn't find one person who was using the P.E.A.R emoji as a way to identify themselves as a map, as a predator, using the pro-expression anti-repression acronym, and I found literally no one using that acronym to mean what Pink Punching Bag told me they were using it for. I mean it. I couldn't find anything. Just to show you what I'm talking about, when you search on Twitter for the acronym and the P.E.A.R, these are all the accounts that come up. These are it, and none of them are predators. Then I tried again with the acronym only, and yeah, still no one willing to call themselves this acronym. This is not a thing. And then I tried looking for tweets with it, and nope, nothing. Actually, no, not nothing. The only tweets including this acronym and these exact words are people warning them about others. Like, it's just a call-out post. Like, the only people talking about this are people trying to warn other people, like this post. So, P.E.A.R emoji is the new sign to spot a pedophile. P.E.A.R. Stay safe, lovelies. Now, that is a message, again, I could get behind. If I could find one example of a P.E.A.R being used in that, which I can't. I can't find anyone doing this the way they're telling me they're doing it. But am I done though? Of course not. I spent hours doing this, guys. I had nothing else going on. I had nothing else to do. I was just on the search. My eyes were tired from looking at the screen so long. So I simplified it and just looked up accounts using the P.E.A.R in their name and bio. And did I find anything? Nope. Not one person using this in their bio that I found, that I went through, and I come through a lot, used this to state their attraction to underage minors. They didn't use that. Though I found plenty of sex workers who were using it and stating clearly that anyone underage was not welcome on their page. At one point though, I might have found someone using it, but then it turned out to be a spam bot that was just saying random words that sounded like something, and I realized I needed to go to sleep because I had been doing this for hours on a Saturday night. You don't know what defeat feels like until you spend 4 hours on a Saturday night going through Twitter profiles because people keep telling you that there's a thing happening that you need to report on, and then you go to Google to find more evidence only to realize that the only posts about this thing that's happening, the only posts about predators rebranding themselves from maps, are people trying to call it out and bring awareness to it and not actual maps using it. I say this because I can still find maps under map positivity or just with the map hashtag. I can find people there. I can't find anyone willing to call themselves a P.E.A.R though. So this post and all the other subsequent posts warning about it, just so you guys know, I'm sure the people who posted it mean well, but it's not really a thing. And if it ever was, it's been thoroughly scrubbed through from the internet because the only accounts perpetuating this fact are in fact call-out accounts on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. Don't get me wrong, this is a good thing. I know it's not correct information, but the fact that there are so many people who want to call this behavior out as quickly as possible and inform the public as quickly as possible and how to accurately identify pedophiles online, that's a good thing. The people who are doing this are basically doing the Lord's work, and I appreciate it. However, it does become an issue when they are notably spreading false information that makes people think, oh, maps aren't calling themselves maps anymore, I'll just look for pairs. But no, the maps are still calling themselves maps, and I haven't found one example of someone calling them a pair. It's not happening. If anything, I think this might have been happening maybe September 2019, seeing as that's when the screenshots were taken, but as of right now, in the year of our Lord 2020, in the month of our Lord October, it's not going on. If you see someone with a pair in their Twitter name or in their bio, please don't assume that they prey on children. Do not attack them, do not harass them, and don't decide that they are predators because you have seen this call to action. Because straight up, from what I have seen, they probably just like the fruit, or they just like the emoji. It's weird, but it's not enough to harass them. Like, just don't. With that being said, I hope you guys have a very, very good day. I am going to peace out and go back to bed later.